my name's Sev. My full name is Sev Collazo, for those of you who know. I got into photography upwards of 10 years ago, and it was kind of on a whim. Took it because I needed to for college, and I started messing with it more and more, and then I heard about alternative processes, and I started getting more into that, and those include like cyanotypes, wet plate collodion, carbon printing, pretty much everything that exists like that I've done, but wet plate being my favorite for sure. I love 35 millimeter, and I love medium format, probably more than 35 honestly, but large format just has a different look altogether. It's a magical thing looking through those lenses, and just using that giant box to produce an image entirely done by you. There's no times. I mean, some of them don't even have shutters. You gotta calculate everything, and you gotta get it right the first time, and it slows you down quite a bit, so you focus on what you're shooting more. All right, let's see how many seconds we got here. Close, pull. Sun's coming out, you can feel it. Dark slide out.
No, we're trying to.
All right, here we go. From Denver, Colorado.
It's like.
Study abroad program in Okinawa. Loved it so much. I feel like I didn't feel like I had enough time there, and so I just kept coming back and back, and kept meeting more and more people. And then I decided I wanted to live out here after meeting my girlfriend, and it was easier to move to Tokyo and try and pursue photography there than it was Okinawa. But I do plan on going back. And introducing the wet plate process here is definitely tough. It's an uphill battle, 1 versus a million. You try and spread the word to many people, but you have to know the language. They have to know that you're good at what you do, and you have to show them the product. No one's gonna believe you if it's not good.
And it's hard to get chemicals here. So
oh my gosh, I've had to change quite a few things, from the materials that I use to the chemicals that I use in order to keep doing what I'm doing. Yes. 12 seconds. I mean, for me, with everything I do, it's a tangible thing. I love working with my hands, and I get to say I made this, and each one is one of one. And I mean, I'm slowing way down. I mean, you got to have a lot of patience. There's months too where, especially when I'm shooting film with it, you don't know what you shot, and you just got to wait until you develop. But when you see it, you got it. I love shooting like celebrities and stuff like that, and showing them this process. My favorite line to pitch to them is, "Do you want to live forever?" Usually, when I say that, I get them, and then after they agree, they think it's going to be a quick shot or two. Then they see the whole setup, and they see everything that goes down, and somehow they develop an appreciation for it. They fall in love with it almost as much as I do, just because of how exciting everything is. And when they see the development process, the image starts to appear before them, and that hooks everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Whenever they see that, it's literally just like magic happening in front of you. My style is a little bit of a darker style. I like to make the images using the light. So for me, it's an inverse. A lot of people like to take light and imprint that onto the film. What I do is I like to add light, and whatever I add is what becomes the image. So that's why a lot of my backgrounds are dark and the light's really controlled. A lot of it just comes from me thinking and the mood of what's going on. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. For the most part, everybody who I have model for me, if I'm using a model, is cheerful. And just putting this person in such a state for just seeing how they like break down and still try and be happy, it's really interesting for me to see. Yeah, you guys can check me out. I'm working on a book. It's about a year or two in the process, and it's all done on webplate, and I'm putting it together. It's one of the first books I've done. It's entirely on my own, and I'm going to be having it for sale soon and through my website, which is brownfilmphoto.com. And that's where you can find me, or you can find me on my Instagram at sev.collazo.